All right, welcome to today's Explainer. We are literally taking a massive, thrilling leap forward right into the year 2040. We're going to dive deep into Elon Musk's ultimate architectural blueprint for America. Think about a world totally transformed by hyper-advanced technology. We're breaking down this breathtaking futuristic projection that completely redefines the way we live, how we work, and, how we interact with our whole environment. It's going to be a wild ride.
So imagine opening your eyes to a completely transformed landscape. Actually, let's really put ourselves there. The morning commute, it's definitely not sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic anymore. Instead, it's this sleek, completely silent glide right through these massive, towering, vertical cities. To truly grasp Musk's American future, we've got to step completely out of the present day and just drop right into this vibrant, high-tech frontier. Every single element of daily life here has been radically redesigned from the ground up to captivate you from the absolute very first second you wake up.
And the year 2040 is our exact destination. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't some vague, far-off sci-fi fantasy, right? It's a rapidly approaching target date. We're talking about a world where massive solar-powered grids, reusable rocketry, and hyperspeed transit networks all finally converge. By setting this hard, numerical target, this whole vision really grounds itself. It gives us a definitive, super-accelerated timeline for a completely reimagined American reality.
Let's look at how we actually get there. We're stepping away from today's baseline reality, what you see outside your window right this second. As we move through the next decade, heading into 2030, we're going to see a super rapid acceleration of visual and structural shifts in our cities. It's going to happen fast. And then, bam, we arrive at the ultimate destination, the fully realized American future of 2040. It's a very systematic, step-by-step evolution into this incredibly immersive, highly engineered landscape.
Okay, moving into Section 1. Defining Musk's American future. Let's really look at the core parameters that give this upcoming era its shape. The crucial thing to understand here is that this future isn't just some blurry, abstract concept. No way. It is explicitly engineered down to the microscopic level. We are looking at a super detailed landscape. Think towering, spiraling superstructures, ubiquitous holographic interfaces everywhere you look, and architecture built for absolute maximum efficiency. Every single aspect of this 2040 reality is deeply specific, engineered to completely capture your imagination with these highly engaging, ultra-modern structures that will totally redefine the American skyline. And honestly, it all boils down to this one ultimate guiding premise: what America looks like in 2040 according to Elon Musk. This incredibly specific predictive lens focuses entirely on our domestic landscape. We're exploring exactly how Musk's massive technological and societal ambitions will physically reshape the entire nation, from coast to coast. And this vision is built specifically for the USA audience. It's brilliantly designed to deliver this highly engaging, super detailed presentation of major American hubs. Imagine a glowing, holographic projection of a totally revolutionized San Francisco or Chicago floating right in your living room. It's an ultra-precise, custom-tailored experience aimed at capturing the American imagination and completely revolutionizing how we interact with our cities on a daily basis. Right, let's shift gears to Section 2, visualizing tomorrow's landscape. How is this futuristic world actually visually constructed and experienced?
Well, in 2040, your senses are going to be completely flooded. The core directives here are clear. Start with massive, attention-grabbing hooks. Utilize super detailed conceptualizations, and rely heavily on vivid imagery. Picture augmented reality glasses projecting interactive data over literal every surface, turning the mundane into this deeply immersive environment. It's a reality optimized not just for basic function, but for maximum engagement, turning a simple walk down the street into this huge, captivating experience.
When we actually put these expectations side by side, comparing today with 2040, the contrast is just absolutely stark. The baseline standard of what we experience right now is getting replaced by an absolute abundance of visual stimuli. Our everyday lives are going to demand a massive level of engagement and a depth of super detail that, frankly, makes the technology of today look like a rough draft. It's a total game changer. The source blueprint is explicitly clear about this. To tell this story properly, the future environment must be heavily built on vibrant, picture-rich environments. Imagine cityscapes where the architecture itself is literally a canvas for dynamic digital art. skyscrapers integrated with cascading digital waterfalls, while hyper-fast, completely frictionless transit networks weave seamlessly through these lush, green, pedestrian-friendly pathways. To really grasp Musk's 2040, we have to picture a world dense with vibrant color, where every single corner is meticulously crafted to grab and hold your attention.
So how do we get to this ultimate engagement? It requires a very distinct evolutionary path. First, you've got to establish a massive hook. We're talking disruptive tech like autonomous underground networks and neural implants that shatter present-day limits. Next up, you integrate abundant visual pictures into our smart cities, transforming concrete infrastructure into living, breathing data streams. And finally, all this culminates in detailing the final, highly interconnected American landscape that is fully, 100% optimized for the future.
Which brings us to Section 3, Your Life in 2040. Let's explore where you, the targeted demographic, actually fit into all of this. Because you see, this isn't just some broad global generalization. Every single super detailed element, every vivid holographic interface, every engagement tactic and structural marvel is explicitly engineered directly for the USA demographic. You are at the absolute center of this visually dense world. We're talking about living in a society where technology seamlessly bridges that gap between massive industrial advancement and your own everyday personal experience.
We've seen the monumental shifts coming our way. Those towering vertical cities, frictionless transit, and a daily reality completely flooded with vivid, augmented details. As we wrap up this explainer and our journey into Musk's envisioned landscape, you really have to ask yourself one final thing. Knowing the sheer scale and intensity of this blueprint for tomorrow, are you truly prepared to step into and actively engage with this visually vivid, highly detailed 2040 reality?